Every mystery has an echo, and sometimes that echo becomes the only thing left to follow. For over 20 years, the voice that haunted Dover's Hollow has refused to die. Lila Carter's transmission, that whisper through the static, became folklore, fear, and obsession. But last night, something changed. At precisely 2:43 a.m., for the first time in years, the Waverly Broadcasting Tower lit up again. A surge strong enough to trip power grids across 3 counties. And embedded within that signal was something no one expected. A man's voice, saying a name. Marcus, they know. The name belongs to Detective Marcus Hale, the original investigator on Lila Carter's case. Now retired, haunted, and suddenly pulled back into the story he thought he'd buried. By dawn, Hale was back on that familiar dirt road, heading toward the tower skeleton. Beside him sat Anna Blake, Lila's friend and former colleague, now an investigative journalist, chasing the same ghost story her mentor died chasing. Anna held the recovered echoes, tapes in her lap. 11 in total. Each one a voice from the past, each one leading closer to the truth. As they neared the tower, she broke the silence. Anna quietly asked, "What if the voice calling your name isn't a warning?" Hale responded, "Then what is it?" "Anna, a confession." The tower loomed ahead, rusted, fractured, and still humming. The same dead frequency that once carried Lila's voice was alive again, and waiting. Inside, the air was colder than outside. The metal walls vibrated with a faint pulse, like a heartbeat beneath steel. And then, through the console speakers, a voice, not Lila's, Sheriff Robert Keene, the man accused of falsifying reports, the man who vanished before Lila did. Keene's voice faint and trembling. "You came back. They said you wouldn't." The text froze. Hale leaned in, recognizing the tone immediately. Hale said softly, "That's him. That's Keene." But Keene had been declared legally dead in 2002. So how was his voice broadcasting now? While engineers tried to trace the frequency, Anna wandered deeper into the structure, beneath a layer of debris. She found a wooden hatch sealed with rusted bolts. Underneath it, a hidden compartment filled with dust-covered reels. 12 in total, only one labeled. Final broadcast, Echoes 12. And something else, a note half-burned, scrawled in Lila's handwriting. "If they erase me, follow the sound beneath the water." Later that night, they followed the clue to the old reservoir north of the tower, the same lake that local authorities had sealed off after Lila's disappearance. Officially due to contamination. Unofficially, no one knew. When they drained part of the basin, what emerged was not contamination. It was metal, a sealed hatch embedded in the ground, stamped with the faded logo of Waverly Communications. Beneath it, a staircase descending into darkness. What they found below changed everything. Rows of equipment, perfectly preserved. A forgotten broadcast bunker, identical to the one inside the tower, except this one wasn't used to transmit signals. It was used to record them. Hundreds of reels lined the walls, labeled with names, dates, and frequencies. Some were marked erased, others integrated. And in the center of the room, a single booth. Inside it, 2 microphones, one used by Lila Carter, the other Sheriff Keene. They threaded the final reel, Echoes 12. Lila's voice filled the bunker. Soft, measured, resigned. They said this signal could preserve a voice forever. Keep the truth alive, no matter what. But it wasn't truth they were saving. It was themselves. In Keene's voice, but faint. Lila, they're listening to the signal. You have to stop. Again, Lila said, if I stop, they win. If I keep speaking, maybe someone will find me. Keene, pleading, please, Lila, don't make them erase me too. That hum, the same 60 hertz frequency tied to the tower's generator, appeared again and again, except the generator had been decommissioned years before. The static wasn't random. It was structured, layered, almost conscious. The techs ran spectrum analysis on the reel, and what they found was impossible. The waveforms matched neither Lila's nor Keene's. They were combinations of both, overlapping in rhythm, tone, even breath pattern. The signal wasn't a ghost recording. It was an algorithm, a man-made echo built to preserve both voices forever. That's when the lights flickered. The consoles began to power themselves on, and from the speaker came a voice, composite of Lila and Keene, distorted, fragmented, but unmistakably alive. You shouldn't have come back. Anna stepped forward and asked, "Who are you?" The voice responded, "We were erased. The tower remembered. Now the tower is us." The ground trembled. Alarms blared. Hale grabbed Anna's arm, shouting over the noise, "Shut it down." But Anna hesitated, staring at the console, the signal glowing across its meters. Anna whispering, "If we shut it down, they'll disappear for good." Then the voice, fading, almost peaceful, responded, "That's what we wanted." Then a sound like thunder. The entire system surged. The tower above them lit up one last time. Every car radio, every television, every phone across Dover's hollow erupted in static. And then silence. By morning, the tower was gone, collapsed into itself like a dying star. Authorities blamed structural decay, rust, and time. But those who lived nearby said they heard something before it fell. A final broadcast. A woman's voice. Soft, clear, unwavering. The truth doesn't vanish. It echoes. 2 weeks later, Anna Blake sat alone in an audio lab, reviewing fragments of the recovered broadcast. When she slowed the final second of the recording, she heard something the others missed. Beneath the static, faintly, rhythmically, was breathing, and then a whisper, "Tell them I'm still here." The Waverly Tower may be gone. The case may be closed. But every night at 2:43 a.m., a single frequency still cuts through the silence of New England, unregistered, untraceable. And if you tune in close enough, you'll hear it. The voice, the echo, the broadcast that refused to die. Because in Dover's hollow, the dead don't rest. They transmit. If you followed the story, you've heard the signal. Now it's your turn to decode it. Was Lila Carter silenced, or did she become part of the broadcast herself? Drop your theory in the comments below. Subscribe to Crime Puzzle HQ for more haunting investigations, where every whisper has a story, and every story leaves an echo. Like, subscribe, turn on the notification bell, and stay tuned. Because somewhere out there, the airwaves are never really silent.